Well, here we are again, everybody. It's Wonderful Wednesday. I don't know about you, but my week is flying by. So today I'm going to show you how to make a two-tiered stand using, this is my Diet Pepsi, I always have one with me when I craft. All kinds of these on Pinterest, all kinds of ideas. I wanted mine to look a little kind of rustic farm vintagey looking. So I bought, these are just those porcelain bowls. You can find them all over at flea markets, sometimes at Goodwill or a thrift store, definitely at like a little antique flea shop. And I happen to like the colors of both of these. I don't think they'd be very easy to paint. Spray paint I think would chip off. So if you're going to go the porcelain, the tin porcelain route, you pretty much have to find them in the color you like. So I chose, this is just a bowl, but this one is, I'm not really sure. It's a bowl, but it's got this cute little handle, which I thought gave it great character. And I'm going to use this in my kitchen. So you need 2 vessels, dishes, pie plates, what have you. One needs to be obviously smaller than the other so that when you stack them they look appropriate. Obviously the top one should be the smaller. If you want to be crazy and do 3 tiers, go for it. So these are what my vessels will be for the tiers. And then I should have taken a picture of it. I think I have a still picture of it. This is a leg of a table or a chair, but only part of it. It was just ugly brown wood, nothing fancy. If it would have been like white and all yuckied up, I probably would have left it, but it was kind of a golden brown stain, so nothing really lovely. So what I did is I played around with how high I wanted my 2 tiers to stack, and I decided on this length. So in order to do that, I had to cut part off of both sides because I wanted to get the nice curved wobbly bit of the leg in my stand so that would show. So now that I have my little bit, I just took my plain cheap acrylic paint and I put 2 coats of paint on it because this is going to go in my kitchen. For me it's going to serve as my like fruit bowl, and my kitchen is real rustic. It has reclaimed wood walls and things like that. So, and my accent color in my kitchen, one of them is kind of this blue. So I decided to use this to tie the 2 pieces together. Now that I've explained all the pieces needed, and I've showed you that I've painted 2 coats, some people would like this, and if you like this all over coverage look, keep it. I don't. I want it to look a little roughed up, so this is just some fine grit sandpaper, and if you just rub it up and down on your spindle or leg or whatever you're using as your centerpiece, it'll naturally get the high spots first, and that's how you kind of make it look a little dinged up. I'm going to do it real quick just to show you, and then I won't make you watch me do the whole thing. But see, just that little bit of sanding, what that did? It's just letting some wood show through. It's letting a little of the stain, and I'm going right down to natural wood in some of the parts. Okay, voila! After you have sanded your centerpiece, your pedestal piece, and given it the amount of love you want, which I tried not to make mine look too uniform. It's up to you, little or a lot, what you want to do. But after you've done that, the next thing you need to do is drill your holes. Now, I'm going to be honest. My husband drilled the holes for me in my, in my bowls because it was like -15 outside the day I wanted the holes drilled, and I didn't really want to go outside in the freezing cold weather. What I'm going to recommend is, I'm not big on measuring, but you should measure to find your exact center of your vessel, because if you don't, it's going to be wobbly. It's going to look off-centered. It won't stack straight. So do measure, mark the center with a little Sharpie so you know what you're looking at. Second thing I'm going to tell you is I think using a hand drill such as this could be possible, but hard. I am lucky enough that my husband has a drill press, which I use all the time for different crafts, and I think that's the way to go on this one. Third tip, this would be if you're trying it with a regular hand drill or a drill press, is don't put your item like this and drill through it, because these things will, if enough pressure is applied to them, the enamel or the porcelain will crack. And you don't want that to happen. So put your, what I do is block the wood, this. So your dot should have to be in the middle, in the inside. And then you can hang on to the bowl or whatever. And then with a drill press, you just lower the bit in until it sinks through into the wood and come back out. It's very easy to do. Wear eye protection because this enamel stuff does chip and fly around a little bit. So I cannot tell you how hard or well it will go with a hand drill, because I had a feeling it probably wouldn't go real well, so we went straight with the drill press. Now, to put your holes in your spindle for the center, you can do a hand drill on that. You just got to hang on real tight. Don't slip and, drill your hand. Now, this is another thing I discovered when doing this. On your bottom piece, if it's some kind of somewhat bendable, flexible material, I took a hammer and gave a good few whacks in the center to kind of make a little dip, because you're going to have a screw head sitting on the bottom of this thing. And the screw head, if the bottom is left totally flat, the screw head's going to hit the table before the rest of your bowl does, and it's going to be wobbly. So I just donged mine with a hammer a few times to kind of make that a little concave. So that's that. Next step is you got to decide which is up and which is down for your spindle. I decided this is up and this is down for mine. You need to find screws that are about the size of the hole you made. I used Phillips head screws. And I work it in. Okay, so it's in like that. Then I take the bottom and I line the hole up, and I kind of pre-thread it a little bit myself before I use the drill. It just makes it go a little easier for me most times. We'll see if it goes well this time. Okay, so I've got it kind of pre-drilled. I've got a Phillips head bit, make sure I'm going to the right. Okay, now that we've got our pedestal into the base, nice and securely, we have to add the top piece. And I do pretty much the same as I did on the bottom piece. But you're going to be drilling down this way. So here's your hole. I just get my screw through my hole so I can line it up on my pedestal, on my pre-drilled hole. Old-fashioned screwdriver. And with a little muscle, I might have to stand up for a second. With a little muscle, we get it in here with the screwdriver. Because there's nothing worse than stripping the head of your screw and not being able to take something apart or make adjustments. That is a no bueno. Oh, I use all my muscle. Okay, I got it. Now I've got my two pieces together. Ta-da, ta-da. This is it. Super simple, super easy. Now I have a cute little kind of vintage, unique fruit bowl. This would look super cute if you used pie tins. So here we have it. Our final two-tiered, mine's going to be a fruit holder in my kitchen, and I will have a still picture at the end of this video showing you what it looks like with some fruit in it, because it looks even cuter when you have it full of something. So I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Go out and try to make one of these your own. Remember, be careful when you're drilling. Use eye protection, especially if you're drilling metal or something, because you don't want any little scraps flying in your eyes. And then if you do get brave enough and go out and create something like this that I've shown, I would love you to post a picture of your creation in the comments below. Thanks so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday.